Let's talk about going to the doctors in Portugal. My name is Caitlin. I'm an American immigrant living in Portugal, and I have just been for my first doctor's visit here. Let me start by saying I did go to a private hospital because I do have private health insurance. The only reason why I have private health insurance is because I was made to buy private health insurance as part of the spread I was offered by the bank when I got my mortgage for my apartment. Had that not happened, I would not have gotten it because there is public health care here, and because I pay into the system, I'm eligible to get it. I know that it's a little bit more difficult to get appointments. I don't know the exact process because, like I'm saying here, the one time that I have been to the doctors, it was in the private hospital. So I went to Hospital de Luz, which is a chain of hospitals that has locations around the country. And the first thing that I loved about this hospital is that you could make an appointment on their app. I did not have to speak to anybody on the phone, even though it was my first time and I'd never seen a doctor before. I don't like speaking to anybody on the phone in any language. I just find it very stressful. So the fact that I could just make my appointment in the app was fantastic for me. I requested an English-speaking doctor, I requested a female doctor, and all of those things were exactly what I was given. So I went to a gynecologist for a general checkup. That turned out to be okay though, because unlike a lot of places, they were quite efficient and I was actually in and out quite quickly. It took about 15 minutes to register. I had to wait with the ticket. I've made a video about the ticket system in lines before. So get your ticket when you arrive, and then I just gave them my ID, my current address, and my healthcare card. And then I paid upfront for the consultation. With my insurance, it was €35. Without insurance, it would have been €73, they told me. I have multi-care insurance and I have the lowest level of it. So I'm sure that, if you paid more monthly, you'd get even more of that covered. I then waited about 40 minutes, but again, my fault because I was there early, because actually it was 15 minutes before my actual appointment time that they asked me to come back and wait just outside the doctor's door, and then the doctor called me in. And from there it was super standard stuff. She asked all the questions that I would expect she asks. One thing that I did forget, and I keep forgetting, is that I have to get my history from my previous doctors. As you might know, if you're American, there's no centralized system. So I'm going to have to go to lots of different doctors to get lots of different records. But I do need to get those. And if you are moving, I recommend you get those all and bring them with you. It just makes it easier. And then, it was like like all the standard things that you'd expect. And then I did have to pay, after I was done, a second €32.50 for the PAP, which would have been 37 without insurance. And then once I was done with that, I said goodbye. The results will be in the app where I made the appointment, so I don't have to talk to anybody again, assuming everything is fine. And that was that. It was really easy. I was out 5 minutes after my appointment time was supposed to start. So amazing.